So let's go ahead and just start by sitting comfortably. Close your eyes. Draw your attention inward. Let go of everything outside of yourself and focus on yourself. Pay attention to your body. Notice how each part of your body feels. From your head all the way down to your toes. Begin to let go of any tightness or tension you feel. Let your muscles soften. Let your body begin to relax while keeping your back and neck straight. Feel your body breathing. Feel each breath out and each breath in. Feel the movement of your body with your breathing. Feel the air flowing through your nose. And then slowly open your eyes. And let's begin with the make a face exercise again today. So just make all kinds of strange faces. Try to move all the muscles in your face around in every way you can think of. And don't forget your forehead, your eyebrows, your cheeks, your nose. And then come to a stop and we'll do the face massage. So start at the top and center of your forehead and use the little circles to massage across. And when you get out to the sides of your forehead, bring your hands back to the center, a little farther down, massage across again. And keep coming down your face this way, always starting at the center, a little farther down, and massaging across. Pay attention to how your face feels. When you get down to your mouth, massage your mouth and lips as you go across. And when you get down to the bottom of your face, massage your chin and up along your jaw. After that, use your thumbs underneath your chin, slide them up, putting pressure on the underside of your jawbone. Use your thumbs and index fingers around your eyebrows, smoothing out across your eyebrow area. Use your index fingers underneath your eyes and smooth out right along that bone underneath your eyes. And when you finish, just close your eyes for a moment and notice how your face feels. Let's stretch our arms out to the sides, all the way out through your fingertips. Bring your arms overhead and stretch upward. Clasp your hands, turn your palms up, stretch up, and tilt your head and gaze upward. And then release your hands and lean from your hips forward and all the way down. Let your upper body relax. And then look up with your head. Curl your neck, upper back up. And once you're up, place your hands a little bit behind you, arch your back, and let your head drop back. And then come up. We'll twist to one side, so cup one hand over the opposite knee, other hand straight behind the middle of your back. Turn your shoulder and your head. And then untwist. Switch to the other side. And then untwist. Stretch your arms forward. Bend your wrists back and forth. And then do rotations in opposite directions. And change directions. And then come to a stop. Let your arms come down. Make a fist. Stretch your fingers wide apart. Make a fist. And stretch your fingers out. Again, make a fist. Stretch your fingers out. And let your hands relax. And then let's stand up. And we'll just start by standing comfortably. Bring your arms up, stretch all the way out to the sides. Bring your arms overhead and stretch upward. And let your arms come down. And then let's work on our neck. Stretch your chin straight forward. Pull your chin back in. Stretch your chin forward. Pull back in. And one more time, stretch forward. Pull back in. And relax. And then bring one of your arms up and cup your hand over your head and just gently tilt your head to the side. And don't use pressure with your muscles, but let the weight of your arm just exert a gentle pressure on your head and neck. And then release that arm and bring your other arm up. Again, cup the hand over the head. Tilt the head straight to the side. Just relax your neck and shoulders. And then bring your head back up. And then let's turn our chin toward one of our shoulders. And bring your head back across, chin toward the other shoulder. Come across toward the first shoulder. And back across toward the other shoulder. Bring your head to a normal position and stretch your chin all the way up. And then bring your head down and let your head hang all the way down and do neck rotations. Roll your head all the way around on your shoulders. And the next time your head comes forward, change directions. And the next time your head comes forward, come to a stop, bring your head to a normal position. And then let's work on our shoulders. We'll do the shoulder shrug first. So lift your shoulders all the way up and then let them just drop. Lift them up, drop them, again lift them up and drop them. And then bring your feet apart and bring your arms up, clasp your hands behind your head, and we'll bend from side to side. So straight over to one side, straight over to the other side, as if your back was along the wall and you're keeping it along the wall while you're bending. And then the next time you come up, come to a stop, keep your hands where they're at, and we'll swing our arms over to one side and then back across and over to the other side. So the hands are behind the head, the arms are back and forth. And then when your hands come back behind your head again, come to a stop and let your arms come down. And we'll do a twist. So twist from side to side and just let your body twist loosely. As you're twisting, feel the twisting movement throughout your body. And when you come forward, come to a stop and let your arms come down. And then let's keep our feet nice and wide apart. And today we'll just do one torso rotation with the hands on the waist. So hands on your waist, just bend wherever it's comfortable for you and rotate all the way around. And next time you come forward, change directions. And the next time you come forward, come to a stop and straighten up. And then keep your feet nice and wide apart. Bring your arms up, stretch all the way up, and start to alternately stretch upward as if you're trying to grab something out of reach. Begin to bend from your hips. Keep your head up. Keep your back straight as you stretch forward. And eventually come all the way down. Let your whole upper body relax and hang down. And then rest one hand inside each elbow. Swing your upper body from side to side. Come to a stop and relax again. And then start to swim back up. Alternately stretch your arms forward, look up with your head. And once you've stretched upward, come to a stop. And then let your arms come down. And then let's do our back bends. So palms on your lower back, below your waist. Do 3 back bends, bending from your hips and lower back all the way up. And when you're finished with those 3, bring your hands to your waist, thumbs forward, fingers back. Do 3 more back bends. And whenever you finish with those, bring your hands up even higher and do 3 more. Bending your upper back, upper chest, and neck. And when you finish with those, let your arms come down. And then let's bring our legs wide apart again. And we'll do a side bend. This time we'll do the double arm side bend. So bring both arms up. Clasp your hands together overhead. Turn the palms up. Stretch up and then bend straight to the side. Just being aware of your body as you're holding this pose. And then come up and bend to the other side. And then come back up and let your arms come down. We'll do a standing warrior. So start with one foot pointing straight to the side. Just line that heel up with the middle of your other foot. Be sure your feet are nice and wide apart. Start with your chest forward and your back straight. Bring your arms up to shoulder height. Look over your fingers and bend your knee. Keep your arms stretched apart. And then bend that front arm and rest it on your leg right by your hip. And bring your other arm at about an angle, a 45-degree angle. So from this top hand all the way down through that leg should be a nice straight line. And then unbend your knee, lift your chest and arms up, and let your arms come down, and we'll switch to the other side. So again, line your feet up. So the heel of that one foot is lined up with the middle of the other foot. Chest forward, back straight. Bring your arms to shoulder height. Look over your fingers. Bend your knee. Be aware of your body in this position. And then bend the one arm, rest it right next to your hip on your leg. And bring your other arm at about a 45-degree angle. Keep your chest facing forward, your head facing forward. And then unbend that knee and lift your chest and arms up and let your arms come down. We'll take a moment to relax our legs. Just kick up and back a few times as high as you can. And then we'll do the front angle pose and the chest stretch. Feet wide apart. Clasp your hands behind your back. Pull the arms down, the shoulders back, and bend all the way back. Come back up. Keep your head up, your back straight as you lean from your hips. Keep your back straight for as long as you can, and eventually let your back bend, let your neck relax, and let your head drop down. Keep your legs straight, your knees straight. Keep your hands clasped, but let your upper body otherwise relax as completely as you can. And then first, look up with your head, curl your neck, your upper back up, and come up with your back straight. Pull the arms down, the shoulders back, gently bend all the way back. And then come up. And then let's do a triangle pose. So grab your blocks or whatever you're using as a substitute for blocks. And put one of your feet right in front of those, whatever you're using, with that foot pointing straight to the side. Feet wide apart, other foot pointing straight forward. Chest forward, back straight. Bring your arms to shoulder height. Bend and rest your palm or your fist on your blocks. Stretch your upper arm and shoulder all the way up. And turn your head, look upward. This next part is optional to the degree that works for your body. You can bring that upper arm down over your head, turning the palm down, turning your face forward, and feel the extra stretch. And then first bring that arm up, and then the rest of your body up, and let your arms come down. And we'll switch to the other side. So move your blocks or whatever you're using to the other side. And start with your feet wide apart. Chest forward, back straight. Bring your arms up, bend, and rest on the blocks or the surface you're using. Stretch your upper arm up and turn your head, look towards your upper hand. Again, this next part is optional, as much as works for your body. You can bring that upper arm down over your head, turning the palm down, turning your face forward. Lift that arm up and lift the rest of your body up and let your arms come down. And then let's use our chairs next. So go ahead and grab a chair. Again, a low back chair works best, but any kind of regular chair is fine. And you can either put your chair right behind your mat, or you can put it on the mat, facing forward. And then use your block or container, whatever you're using, and put that on one side of your chair. And if you have two blocks or surfaces, you can put one on each side of the chair. And then we'll be starting with a side bend. So bring both arms up to shoulder height, bend toward whatever you're using. Rest your palm or your fist on it. Stretch your upper arm up and turn your head, look towards your upper hand. Again, just feel your body in this position. And let your hips and legs relax. And then to the degree that works for your body, bring that upper arm down over your head. Turn the palm toward the floor. Turn your face forward. Feel the stretch along that whole side of your body. And then first lift that arm up. Lift the rest of your body up. If you already have a container on the other side, you can go ahead and bend toward that side. If not, just switch your container to the other side and bend and rest your palm or fist on it. Stretch your upper arm up and turn your head, look towards your upper hand. Remember, you're bending straight to the side as if your back was along a wall. So don't allow yourself to bend forward at all. And then as much as works for your shoulder, you can bring that upper arm down over your head. Keep the arm and elbow straight. If you let the elbow bend, it takes the stretch out. And then lift that arm up and lift the rest of your body up. And let your arms come down. And then we're going to do a spinal twist in our chair. And I'm just going to move my chair so you can see the position, but don't move your chair. Just keep your chair where it's at. And we'll start by bringing one arm and cupping it over the leg on the one side and swinging the other arm back. Hold on to the side of the back of the chair like this and let the elbow drop down, and then turn that shoulder all the way back and turn your head and look over that back shoulder. Feel the twist along your back. And then let's untwist. And we'll switch to the other side. So do the opposite thing. Rest the hand on the other leg. The hand behind you holds on to the side of the back of the chair. Turn your shoulder and your head. And then let's untwist. And then we'll do a twisting bend. So just bring both arms up to shoulder height. Twist. Bring that front arm down between your legs. Stretch your other arm and shoulder all the way up and turn your head, look upward. Stay twisted as you straighten up. And then once you're up, untwist, twist the other way, and bring your other arm down. Stretch your upper arm straight up, turn your head, look upward. Relax into the forward bend part of this pose while keeping your upper arm and shoulders stretched upward. And then stay twisted as you straighten up. And once you're up, untwist and let your arms come down. And then next we're going to do a hip stretch. So bring one foot up and rest that ankle right on the other leg, right a little bit above the knee. Hands cupped over that foot and leg. And then lean from your hips. Keep your head up, keep your back straight. Just keep leaning from the hips forward. And when you can't go down any farther with your back straight, let your back bend. Let your neck relax and let your head drop down. Keep softening your hips, especially that hip of the upper leg. And then first, look up with your head, curl your neck up, and come back up. And let's switch legs. So bring your other ankle up and rest it right on the leg so the ankle is protected. Hold on to your leg and ankle and lean from your hips forward. And when you can't go down with your back straight any longer, let your back bend. Let your neck relax. Let your head drop all the way down. Keep softening the muscles that feel tight. They'll mostly be in your hip and in your leg. And then first, look up with your head, curl your neck, upper back up. And once you're up, you can release that leg. And then we'll do a full back and forward bend. So just stretch your arms forward, up, bend all the way back in your chair, and let your head drop back. And then come up. Again, lean from your hips, keep your head up, keep your back straight for as long as you can, and eventually come all the way down. And let your whole upper body relax and hang down. Swing your arms forward and bring them up right next to your head. Then curl your head, neck, shoulders, and upper back up. Along with your arms, come up with your back straight. And once you're up, bend all the way back again and let your head drop back. And then come up and let your arms come down. And then let's go ahead and stand up. And we're going to turn our chair sideways on our mat. So the seat of the chair is facing towards you. And we'll start with the side angle pose. So start by putting one foot underneath the chair and lining that heel up with the other heel and pointing your other foot at an angle toward the chair. And then turn your hips, clasp your hands behind your back, pull the arms down, the shoulders back, and gently bend all the way back. And then come up. Keep your head up, keep your back straight, lean from your hips. And about halfway down, just release your arms and slide your hands along the seat of the chair and let your upper body just relax and hang all the way down. So keep your leg and knees both straight. We want our upper body to hang all the way down. and relax. And then first, just look up with your head, lift your neck, upper back up. And once you're up, clasp your hands together, pull the arms down, and gently bend all the way back. And then come up. And let's switch so your other foot is forward. So again, both heels on the same line, an imaginary or real line. Turn your hips towards your chair. Clasp your hands behind your back and pull the arms down, the shoulders back, and gently bend all the way back. And then come up. Keep your head up, keep your back straight, lean from your hips. Halfway down, release your hands and let the hands slide along the chair seat. And let your upper body relax and bend all the way down while keeping your legs and knees straight. And then look up with your head. Lift your neck, your upper back up. Come up with your back straight. Clasp your hands again behind your back. Pull the arms down and gently bend all the way back. And then come back up. And then we'll do a twisting triangle using our chair. So feet wide apart. And when you're ready, bring your arms up to shoulder height, twist and bend, and rest your palm or fist on the chair seat. Stretch your upper arm all the way up and turn your head, look upward. Stay twisted as you come up. And once you're up, untwist, twist the other way. Bring your other arm down and stretch your upper arm up. Turn your head, look upward. Stay twisted as you straighten up, and then untwist. And let your arms come down. Take a moment to relax your legs. Just kick up and back a few times. And then we'll turn our chair so that the back of the chair is facing you. And just start by standing right next to your chair, holding on to the back of your chair. And let your chair just create a feeling of support a little bit as you bend all the way back. And then come up and step one foot way back. Press that heel down into your mat and bend your front knee. Feel the stretch in the calf muscle of that back leg and in that back ankle and foot. And then switch legs. So step the other foot way back, press the heel down, and bend the front knee. Come back up, keep holding on to the back of the chair, and walk backwards. Let your back sink down, let your head drop down. Let your body relax in this position. And then release your hands and let your upper body hang all the way down. Keep your legs straight, your knees straight. And then let your back and neck stay bent as you gently uncurl back up. And then once you're up, let's work on a couple more things with our chair. So we'll hold on to the back of our chair and we'll do the knee rotations. Lift one foot up and just swing the lower leg around in a circle. I'm just putting my hand here so you can see the movement. Notice my upper leg is not swinging in a circle. And then change directions. And then come to a stop, and we'll switch legs. So lift your other foot up. Again, just the lower leg swings around in a circle. And then change directions. And then let's come to a stop. And then let's work on balance. Feet a little bit apart from each other. Come up and down a few times on the balls of your feet. And then start to come up and down as slowly and as smoothly as you can. See how slowly you can go up and how slowly you can go down. And then the next time you come down, come to a stop. Bring your arms to shoulder height. Come up and balance on the balls of your feet. Feel the arms stretching apart from each other. And then turn your palms up and bring your palms together overhead and stretch up toward the ceiling. See how tall you can get. First, let your arms come down, and then let your legs come down. And then we will go ahead and put our chair out of the way. And we'll come down onto all fours on our mat. So just come down onto all fours on our mat. And you're going to have a choice for this next one too. If you're familiar with it, you can go ahead and do the jump rope exercise, which means that from your shoulder to your hip, you imagine that that part of your body is like a jump rope. And you're swinging that part of your body around like a big jump rope. But if this is not something you're familiar with or feels confusing or hard to do, instead, you can push your back up and let your head drop down, and then let your back sink down and look up with your head and continue to do that. So do one or the other. If you're doing the jump rope, then change directions, going back the other way. And then come to a stop and lie down on your stomach on your mat. And we'll start with the basic cobra. Start with your hands right next to the middle of your chest along your sides. Elbows up in the air, forehead on the floor, feet together, and toes pointing back. Bring your nose, your chin forward, curl your head, neck, and your upper back up. Come up as high as you can without pushing up with your hands or arms. Let your legs relax. Let your hips relax. Let your feet relax. And then keep your chin thrust out as you lower your back. Keep your chin up till it touches the mat. Curl your head under, take a moment to relax. Slide your arms along your sides and make a loose fist with your hands. Put the fist right next to your body on your mat and start with your chin on the mat and feet together. And then lift one of your legs up and bring it down, and lift your other leg up and bring it down, and continue to alternate, going at your own pace. And the next time your leg comes down, come to a stop. Turn your palms toward the ceiling. Bring your feet about 1.5 feet apart from each other. Start with your chin on the mat. First, lift your arms up. Then lift both ends of your body up. Head, neck, shoulders, legs, and feet. Remember to work at your own pace. You can always come down and relax at any time, and then go back up again. And then let's all come back down and let your body relax again. And then you have a choice for the next one. So you can either bring your elbows forward, rest on your elbows, lift your chest up, and curl your head and neck up and back. If you're doing this one, go ahead and get into that position. And if you want to do the extended cobra, which is a little more challenging for the back, then start with your fingers pointing toward each other, just barely touching each other. And then your lower arms directly under your upper arms, your forehead on the floor. Bring your nose, your chin forward, curl your head up, neck up, upper back and mid back, and then push up to the degree that works for you with your hands and arms. And stay up as long as feels right for your body. Again, remember to work at your own pace with this one. You can come down whenever it feels right for you. And if you're doing this extended cobra, this second one, when you come down, try to uncurl your spine one vertebra at a time, starting at the bottom of the spine. And keep your head and neck curled up and back, and keep your chin thrust all the way out until your chin touches your mat. And whenever you do come down, just let your body relax again. If your elbows are resting on the mat, then come down in a way that's comfortable for you. And then we'll all come down and push up onto all fours. And we'll do the downward dog. This time we'll do it by itself again. So feet shoulder width apart, hands shoulder width apart, toes tucked under. Swing your hips forward. Lift your legs and hips up and push your hips all the way up and back. And let your head drop between your arms. Keep lifting your hips, and at the same time, keep your heels pressing toward the mat. And when you're ready to come down, swing your hips forward, bend your knees, drop them and bring them together. And sit back in the bowing down position. Just sitting all the way back and down, arms still stretched forward. Let your body relax in this position. Let your neck relax completely. And then either slide your elbows close to your knees with your arms forward, or bring your arms down along your sides and turn the palms up toward the ceiling. Let your body relax again. First, just look up with your head, lift your neck, lift your upper back. And then once you're up, go ahead and sit down and stretch your legs wide apart as works for you. We'll start with the easy forward stretch. Rest one arm on your leg. Swing your other arm and torso all the way out to the side and then around in a big circle. And rest that arm on the leg underneath it. Swing your other arm out to the side, around in a circle. And just go ahead at your own pace, alternating arms. Try to bend at your hips as much as possible. And then the next time you come up, come to a stop. Bring your arms to shoulder height and swing over and down toward one foot. And then over and down toward the other foot. Turn your head and look back with the arm that goes behind you. And the next time you come up, come to a stop. Let your arms come down. And then let's either keep our legs wide apart or bring your legs into a cross-legged position. We'll do another side bend, arms at your sides. Bring one arm up, turn the palm up, stretch up toward the ceiling, and then slide the other hand out and bend straight to the side. Again, as if your back is along a wall and you're keeping it along that wall. If you're using a block, you can rest it underneath your lower arm. Let your hips relax. Let your legs relax. Keep your arm next to your head as you straighten up, and then let that arm come down. Bring your other arm up, turn the palm up, stretch all the way up, then straight to the side. Either rest your palm on your mat, or you can use your block underneath your lower arm and rest on the block. Try to keep that upper arm as straight as you can. If you bend it again, then you don't get the stretch that we're looking for. Let your hips and legs relax. Keep your arm next to your head as you straighten up. Then let your arm come down. And then stretch your legs both wide apart as works for you. And this time we're going to bend one of our legs and just bring the heel in so it's pointing toward the middle of your body. Rest your hands on your mat. This leg is way out to the side. Start by inching your hands forward, bending at your hips, keeping your head up, keeping your back straight for as long as you can as you inch forward. And when you can't go down with your back straight any longer, then you can let your back gradually bend and eventually let your neck relax and let your head drop down. Keep relaxing. First, look up with your head, lift your neck up, and walk or slide your hands back up. And then turn toward the leg that's straight, slide down along that leg. You can either hold on to your leg, or if you can reach your foot, you can hold on to the foot, or you can use a strap around the ball of your foot and hold on to the strap. And again, just let your upper body relax. Look up with your head, lift your neck up, and come back up. And then we'll switch legs. So bring that foot way out to the side and bend the other leg. And we'll start with our hands on our mat. Inch your hands forward, bend at your hips, keep your head up and keep your back straight for as long as you can as you stretch forward. And when you can't go down that way any longer, then let your back bend. Let your neck relax and let your head drop down. Soften the muscles that feel tight, especially in your hips, in your thighs, in your back. And first, look up with your head, lift your neck, and walk your hands back up. And let's turn sideways on our mat. And we'll start with the tail balance. So start with your knees up and just lean back. Balance on your tailbone area. Bring your lower legs up parallel to the floor and stretch your arms forward, parallel to the floor. Hold for the length of time that works for your body. Remember again, you can always come down, relax, and go back up. And then let's all come back down and stretch your legs forward. And we'll do a full forward bend. Back straight, arms at your sides. Bring your arms up sideways, stretch all the way up, and lean from your hips forward and then down. You can hold on to your legs or your feet, or use a strap around the balls of your feet. Just let everything relax. First, look up with your head, lift your neck, and come back up. And then bring the soles of your feet together, and we'll do the butterfly. First, the warm-up stretches. Stretch forward with one arm at a time. And then both hands together like a swimming stroke. And the next time you stretch forward, stay stretched forward. Cup your hands over your feet. And let your neck relax and let your head drop down. Keep softening your hips, your thighs, your legs and feet, and your back. And first, look up with your head, lift your neck, and come back up. And let's stretch our legs forward. And take a moment to bounce your knees. And then lie down on your backs. And if you have straps, just be sure to put both straps where you can reach them. We'll start by bringing our knees up to our chest. Lift your feet as high off the floor as your knees, and keep your feet at that height as you swing your legs around in a circle. And the next time your knees come to your chest, change directions. Next time your knees come to your chest, keep them at your chest and stretch both legs straight up toward the ceiling. We'll do ankle bends and both ankles back and forth. And then we'll do ankle rotations all the way around in one direction. And then change directions. And then come to a stop and keep your legs straight. And if you have straps, you can use them for this next thing by looping one strap over the arch of each foot and holding on to the straps. If you don't have straps, you can either clasp the hands behind the legs like this, or up here, or hold on to the ankles, or even hold on to the big toes. As long as you can keep your legs straight. So you need both legs straight, and wherever you're holding on, then just let your legs fall out to the sides. So we're doing a splits in an upside down position. Keep softening the hips and thighs. The more you relax those muscles in your hips and legs, the farther apart your legs will be able to come. Remember to keep both knees straight. And then bring your legs back together. Keep your legs straight and clasp your hands behind your legs, either one hand behind each leg or interlock the fingers. Bring your forehead towards your knees. And keep breathing as you hold your head up. And then bring your head back down. Bend your knees to your chest. Bring your feet to the floor, about a foot apart from each other. Arms along your sides. Press the small of your back into the mat and lift your hips as high as you can and push your hips up toward the ceiling. And then again, remember this next part is optional. If you want to, you can lift up one shoulder, draw that shoulder under a little bit. Lift up the other shoulder, draw that shoulder under a little bit. That gives you more of a lift. Just keep your hips pushed up. And then roll your back down. And bring your knees and stretch your arms straight out at shoulder height, palms flat on the floor. Slide both legs down along your mat. And then lift one of your legs straight up toward the ceiling. Bring that leg over the other leg and down to the side towards your hand. Turn your head in the opposite direction from your leg. Keep the leg straight. And let your body relax as much as you can. And then bring that leg back up and keep it straight as you lower it. And bring the other leg straight toward the ceiling. Bring it over and down to the side, toward the arm on that side. Turn your head in the opposite direction from your legs, from your leg. And let your whole body relax as much as you can. Bring both your head and leg up. And then keep that leg straight as you lower it. And once your foot reaches the floor, bring both feet up close to you, or bring both knees up towards your chest. And we'll do the baby pose. Reach your arms between your knees, over your ankles. Hold on to the ankles, or hold on to the outsides of your feet. And let everything relax. Keep your knees where they're at. Keep your hands where they're at on your feet. And lift your feet so your lower legs go straight toward the ceiling from your knees. Let the weight of your arms just gently pull the knees toward your mat. And then bring your feet back to that first position. Relax again. Bring your knees together. Clasp your arms around your legs. And bring your forehead towards your knees. Bring your head back down. And let's do knee circles. Either cup the hands over the tops and fronts of the knees and draw a circle in the air with your knees and legs. Or you can rest your arms on the floor and draw the same circle. And then change directions. And then come to a stop and bring your feet down to the floor about 1.5 feet apart from each other. And we'll do the pelvic circles. Just roll and tilt your pelvic area in a circular movement. Pressing the small of the back down and rolling around so one hip is pressing down, then the tailbone is pressing down, then the other hip, and then the small of the back again. And then change directions. And then let's come to a stop and we'll get ready for the relaxation. You can lie with your legs stretched out along your mat, feet about 1.5 feet apart from each other, or you can bend your knees and lean the knees together with the feet wide apart. Rest your hands about 12 inches away from your body with the palms turned up. And once you're lying down, make sure your spine is straight from your tailbone all the way up through your neck. Close your eyes. And let your body begin to relax. Soften the top of your head, your forehead, soften your eyebrows and the space between your eyebrows. Soften your eyes and the muscles around your eyes, your cheeks, nostrils, your mouth, and the corners of your mouth. Soften your chin, jaw, your neck, and your throat. Soften your shoulders, upper arms, and lower arms. Soften your hands, your fingers, and your fingertips. When you breathe in, imagine the air is flowing all the way down to the tips of your fingers. When you breathe out, imagine the air flowing all the way back up through your arms and out through your nose. Soften your fingertips, your fingers. Soften your hands, lower arms, and upper arms. Soften your shoulders, your chest, and your upper back. Soften the area around your waist, your lower back, your hips, your abdomen. Soften your upper leg, lower leg, your feet, and your toes. When you breathe in, imagine the air flowing all the way down to the tips of your toes. When you breathe out, imagine the air flowing all the way back up through your body and out through your nose. Soften your toes, your feet, lower legs, and upper legs. Soften your lower back, your hips, your abdomen. Soften the area around your waist, the middle of your back, your upper back, your chest, and your shoulders. Soften your upper arms, lower arms, your hands, your fingers, your fingertips. Relax your fingertips, your fingers and hands, lower arms and upper arms. Soften your shoulders, your neck and throat. Soften your jaw, chin, your mouth, nostrils, and your cheeks. Relax your eyes, eyebrows, and your forehead. And relax the top of your head. Feel the flow of your breath. Feel your body. Feel the floor underneath you and the air around you. When you're ready, bring your hands up and cup them over your eyes. Open your eyes so you're looking into your hands. And watch your hands as you bring them up and away from your face. You can stretch if you want to and sit up when you feel ready. And namaste, everyone.